Hey, it's Julian, and I'm outside, and I'm not wearing makeup. Let's have a post-therapy chat. I'm used to being no makeup around people, but this is odd. And also, the sound quality might be really bad, because I live in front of a sawmill. Like, past those trees, the sawmill. It's very loud. Also, this is my dog. We're in the outside world. And I'm going to talk about my therapy session that I just went to. I go to therapy with a lady called Amy. She is really great, and this is about my third session with her, and I like her a lot. I feel like I could open up to her. And today didn't start out well. I kind of woke up. I got out of my bed, ready to get dressed. I just started crying. I just started crying. Got back into bed and cried. About half hour later, my mom gave me sweatpants, threw a sweatshirt at me, said, "Come on, you're feeling bad. Therapy will help you." I was like, "Okay, you are right." So I went to therapy, and it went really well. The session started out with my mom still in the room. These past two sessions, my mom has been in the room the entire time, but this time I felt like she didn't need to be in there the entire time. Sorry, just checking on the dog. And we kind of just started out talking about what's been going on with people around me, because lately actual not so good things have been happening around me. When depressing things happen to a depressed person, or anxious things are encountered by an anxious person, it affects them more than other people. I mean, obviously, but it's just been hitting me a lot. I had an internet friend try to commit suicide, and I had a childhood friend of mine be very, very suicidal last night. And I'm so tired. I will help them with all of my might, and then I'm just left exhausted. Absolutely exhausted and sad. And I need to talk about it. And she told me, maybe it's good that you're going to therapy because you're dealing with heavy stuff. I didn't really expect to hear that. I mean, think about all the other things going on. I mean, things that I'm going through aren't that heavy, but she said, I'm going through really sincere things that she doesn't really expect many people to deal with. And shocked me. It very much shocked me. And she recommended that maybe I could go to peer training at some point. And peer training is basically where you go and you learn how to, help people through a crisis. Like how last night I helped a childhood friend not do something she would regret. And basically I would go to training, I would go to classes, and then I'd be, verified. I don't really know if I could do that now, but she said that's the thing I could definitely do at some point. And that she could definitely see me, doing something with it. And I think she's right. But then she's like, I don't think you should do anything like that now, because right now you are so exhausted by this, and you feel like you can't focus on yourself because you know bad things are going on around you. And she's absolutely right. She's absolutely right. I love myself. I try to care for myself so much, but I don't know how to, because I know things are happening around me, and I need to help people. But if I can't help me, how am I going to fully help other people? That's something she also told me, which is very, very important. Okay, Quinn, why? My mom left the room after that because I wanted to talk about what I talked about in my I'm Alive video. And she was concerned for me. I told her I'm not being suicidal. I spent so much time thinking I wouldn't have to deal with anything. Now I am. I don't know how to handle it. And she asked me, what does it mean to you to live? And I said, I honestly do not know. And I need to learn that. And she asked, well, do you base your life off of experiences? Do you base your life off of what you believe? And I said, I know what I believe, but I don't know what I want to really experience in my life, and I don't really have any goals anymore. She said, that's definitely something we could work on. And then, since she had been talking about self-care, I thought about this thing with self-love. I read this post, and it was basically saying, there are all these self-righteous, rich, sexist white men making money off of your self-hate. And I told her about that. I was like, I'm loving myself out of spite. And she's like, you gotta love yourself somehow. She thought it was so great. She's so great. So, and from there, I started talking about how I feel spaced out. And she didn't quite understand what I meant, because honestly, I don't understand what I meant. She said, does it feel like an out-of-body experience? And I said, yeah, like it feels like I'm there, I'm experiencing things, but I'm really here. I'm here, but I am here. And she kind of just got this look on her face. She was like, when do you feel spaced out? And I said, I don't really know what specifically makes me feel spaced out. And then I told her about this night where this thing happened with this person I'm no longer friends with. I will go into detail, but I don't really like talking about it too much. And the people that I care to know about it already know about it. So, and I told her that night I had been spaced out. She's like, well, maybe it's a self-conscious thing. Like, maybe it's something your brain does when you feel stressed or uncomfortable, because you felt really uncomfortable that day. And maybe that's it. And I was just like, well, I don't really know if that's the full thing, but if it is, that'd be relieving. And she said that I need to focus on it. Whenever I feel spaced out, I need to think about what's happening around me, which is part of what I can't do, but also I need to try. Every time I feel spaced out, I need to think about what's happening around me, what I feel uncomfortable or anxious. And I started talking about how whenever I am anxious around other people or nervous, I do this thing where I do this. You might have seen it in my videos. She pointed out to me. It's like how Dodie Clark does this thing when like there's death. She does 5 times. I do this 3 times. And she was just like, do you think it's like a sensory thing where it's like you're here, you're fine? I was like, no, I just think it's me going nervous. She just laughed at me. So she brought the conversation back to taking care of myself, and because in the end, I'm number 1. I'm the first person I need to care for, and I know that, but it's just difficult because I was raised learning that you care for other people, not like I wasn't told to care about them before myself. I was just told you care about people. People are what matter in your life, and that's true. But also, I think that it's just I don't know how to care for myself. I love myself, but I don't know how to take care of myself. And she started asking me. She's like, "What do you think you can do to like what do you think you have to remind yourself of to take care of yourself?" And I was like, I need to remember to eat. I'm really bad about remembering to eat. I'm very bad at it. Like I don't think that I will ever have an eating disorder, or that I do have one, but I just forget that eating's a thing. And she's just like, well, that's something that other people are probably gonna have to help you with a bit. And she's right. So I'm actually friends that are watching this, remind me to eat. Remind me to eat. And then she started asking me about how I think that I could relax, and I told her, I don't know how to relax. I have so much free time that she's always telling me how I'm very self-aware and very ahead of my time when it comes to being self-aware. And I say, well, I have so much free time. What else is there to do than learn about myself? That's part of why I started online school, is so that I can help myself. And she said that she's concerned about how much free time I have. And so am I. And that's not going to be able to change until at least July. Because if I were to get into charter school, that's when I'll start. That's not going to be able to change it at least until then, at the very least. So she went back and she was like, okay, how do you think you could relax? Your mom said that you like to read. It's true, I like to read. I remember in a conference with my third grade teacher, like parent teacher conference, she had said to my parents, all the other kids will be screaming and yelling and just being themselves, and Jillian's just there. Look, it's very true. I finished the entire Harry Potter series before I was 11. I love that series. Puff, puff. And which is very difficult for me now because concentration, and but I can try every time. It's very hit and miss now, and when it does hit, then I'm very happy. Reading makes me very, very happy. And from there, we started talking about like my medication with the whole Vyvanse thing, and I told her about this channel, and she started talking about like I started talking about my experience with the center. I'll make a video about that at some point, and I told her about like what happened with this, why this 11-year-old was in the center, and she's like, what is going on with this generation to where so many people are like that, where an 11-year-old feels like he doesn't want to live. And I started I don't know what, I just started talking about like romanticization of mental illness, which is another thing I'll make a video about. She's just like, wait, you're joking, right? I was like, no, not. You know, the whole like Tumblr thing, like I know all Tumblrs are like this, but there's that one side. And I just remember, and I told her about this post that I'd read when I was suicidal, where it said suicidal people are just angels wanting to go home. I'd read that, and I'd resonated with it, and I just went, I wanted to go home. And she was just like, honestly, me too. But yeah, she told me to just try to let myself relax. She said, you care for people so much. They care about you. I know you care about yourself. You care about yourself more than you probably ever have. But you just don't know how to exhibit it. Which is very, very true. And I'm going to work on that. So, I left the appointment. And I got some Vyvanse coupons. So maybe I will be able to take the Vyvanse. I don't know. It's going to be an ordeal. So yeah. That was my loose therapy chat for January 13th, 2017. Thanks for watching.